To get you started, I want to make sure you know how to assemble your horn so that it plays really, really great. So first we're going to take our mouthpiece. We've got the mouthpiece cap. This helps protect the tip of the mouthpiece, which we never want to dent. We don't want to drop this. So this just helps protect the mouthpiece. We're going to hold that back there. And we're going to take the mouthpiece and one of our reeds. Now, reeds, they wear out, but we want them to dry flat. So get a nice reed guard like this. I like these because you can hold an entire pack of reeds in there, and it helps your reeds dry flat and clean. So get a good reed guard, get some nice reeds. To start out, firmness 2 or number 2, sometimes they're called. Get some size 2 reeds, and you're going to take the reed and you're just going to wet the tip. And you're going to, do this for a few seconds, and then you're also going to use the back of the reed here. Get that nice and moist. And what this does is it softens up the cane, because this is actually what vibrates and makes the sound on the saxophone. So we want this to be nice and flexible. So now that we've got our reed wet, we're going to do that for, I don't know, I've never timed it. Do it for a little bit, like 15 seconds at least. Just get it nice and moist. And then we're going to take our mouthpiece. We're going to remove the ligature. The ligature is what holds the reed on. And we're just going to take our mouthpiece and we're just going to stick the reed onto the flat reed bed. This part right here. And because we've wet the back of the reed, it's just going to stick. It's going to be fine. And now I look down the reed and I make sure that it's lined up with the rails here, that it's not off to one side funny like that, but that it's lined up nicely and kind of in the right spot. Then I take my ligature, and you see how the ligature has a fatter end and a skinnier end here? So I'm going to take my ligature, I'm going to carefully put it over the reed, making sure that it's loose enough that it can go on over the reed. And you see how I'm not too far back, not too far forward, just kind of centered here. I just want to be centered right here on the middle of the body of the mouthpiece. Now I'm ready to adjust it. I can wiggle it down here, but never at the tip. Let that tip just be fragile and delicate and leave it alone. You want it to dry flat and vibrate freely, so don't adjust it there. Just use the sides of your thumbs here to adjust. I can wiggle up or down as needed. And in my case, I'm just going to make sure that it's centered here on the reed bed. I'm going to look straight on. You see how I'm looking straight on at the reed? I'm not up here. I'm not down here. I'm holding it up at eye level and I'm adjusting. And when I get it centered up, I just gently press down. And when I can see just a sliver of black, just a tiny sliver of black, then I tighten up my ligature. All right, so you get a sense of how that's working? Just a tiny sliver of black like that. Let me get close up on the close-up cam here. So if you're looking straight on at it, just a sliver of black behind that reed. And it's centered up all along the rails. All right, so now we have our mouthpiece ready. If you want, you can blow on this and make some sound. It's kind of a duck call. Okay, there's your mouthpiece. Now we're going to take the neck of the saxophone and get some cork grease. That's that little tube of chapstick. It'll be labeled cork grease. Just apply a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that every day when you first start will soften up the cork and make sure that the mouthpiece can fit on comfortably. Now mine's already worked in and so it's fine, but you'll need to just apply a little bit of cork grease, rub that around, and then you can put your mouthpiece on. You don't want to be just like that. All of a sudden now the pipe of your saxophone's too long and it'll be out of tune. It'll sound funny. So you want to push in until you've got about a 1/2 inch to a 1/4 inch from the end of your cork. That's a good general rule of thumb. It varies, but generally on about that much. Okay? And now we've got the mouthpiece attached to the neck. Let's give that a honk. Okay, we're ready to put it on the body. So we grab the body and we make sure that we put this onto the body straight in like that. Did you notice that I took the neck and I'm not grabbing hard. I'm not bending down the key. I'm just gently straight in with a loosened screw, just wiggling it in. Not a lot of pressure, not a lot of torque. That'll help keep this octave key from bending, and it also keeps the tenon, the end of the tube, it keeps that in better shape. So now that I have that all set up, I just gently tighten the screw. And then I connect my neck strap. Now, if you have a loop on your neck strap like this, I recommend them. You know, that way it never slides out and accidentally falls off your neck. Okay, so now it's ready. It's the neck strap's on. It's connected to the sax. The sax is ready to play. So we've assembled the horn. Now we need to get it ready for our bodies. Okay, everybody's shaped a different size. Some people have really long torsos. Some people have short torsos. Some people have big hips. Some people have small hips. So here's some general guidance about how to set up your sax so it fits your body and serves you. Okay, here's what you do. Put it on the right side of your hip, right here. Not too far back that your arm's kinked, not too far forward. Just let it hang on the right side of your body. And then sitting tall and relaxed, okay? Just tall and relaxed. Make sure you're not slouching, but tall and relaxed. See if the horn with just your thumbs can come to your mouth. I'm too low, aren't I? I'm really low. I better raise my neck strap. Okay. And now I better move the neck of my sax. See how it's hitting my cheek over here? I better adjust this. That's why they make this adjustment screw. That's why they make this able to pivot. Okay, so now I want to, that's so much better. So much better. Oh, but now look at my neck. Are you seeing me level? Is my head straight? No, I'm tilted to the left. So now I need to adjust so that my teeth can meet that mouthpiece straight on, like that. See how the instrument is coming to me. It's comfortable. My thumbs are able to move the horn however I need. And I'm able to then just get ready to play. Okay, so there's some tips about how to make this horn ready for you to rock and roll.